a vast empire stretched across continents, shaped by the hands of one brilliant conqueror. In 356 BC, a child was born in Pella, Macedonia, destined to change the world forever. Educated by the greatest minds, Alexander absorbed philosophy, science, and the arts. At the age of 20, Alexander ascended the throne after his father, King Philip II, was assassinated. Driven by ambition, Alexander embarked on a campaign to conquer the known world. In 334 BC, Alexander crossed the Hellespont, marking the beginning of his Persian campaign. At the Battle of Granicus, Alexander secured his first major victory against the Persian forces. In 333 BC, he faced Darius III at the Battle of Issus, cementing his strategic prowess. Utilizing innovative tactics, Alexander dismantled the largest armies thrown against him. Money and resources from conquered lands fueled further ambitions, driving deeper east. The formidable city of Tyre fell after a 7-month siege, exemplifying Alexander's resolve. In 331 BC, the decisive battle of Gaugamela saw Alexander solidify control over Persia. Gaugamela showcased Alexander's genius, using terrain and surprise to overwhelm numerically superior foes. Egypt welcomed him as a liberator, and in 331 BC, he founded the city of Alexandria. Alexander's vision of a vibrant Greek-Egyptian city culminated in Alexandria, a beacon of culture. As he ventured into Babylon, Greece's dominance reshaped the Near East's cultural landscape. In pursuit of greater conquests, Alexander ventured into the unknown lands of Central Asia. At the Battle of the Hydaspes, Alexander faced King Porus Elephants in a grueling encounter. Impressed by Porus, Alexander made him an ally, demonstrating his ability for diplomacy.
Despite victory, Alexander's men, weary and homesick, refused to march further into India.
Alexander returned to Babylon, where he focused on strengthening his expanding empire. Famed for his strategic innovations, Alexander's tactics are studied in military academies today. His use of the phalanx, combined arms, and deep formations revolutionized warfare. Alexander never lost a battle, attributing victory to adaptability and audacity. Despite his military prowess, his vision of global governance faltered with his untimely death. In 323 BC, at age 32, Alexander died, leaving behind an unfinished empire. The cause of his death remains uncertain, with theories ranging from fever to poisoning. Following his death, the empire fractured into warring states among his generals, the Diadochi. However, his legend endured, immortalized as a fearless leader and a shaper of history. Today, historians analyze Alexander's role in linking cultures across 3 continents. Alexander's campaigns spread Hellenistic culture, influencing art, science, and philosophy. His dream of unity reflected in cities inaugurated as centers of learning and culture. Alexandria in Egypt became a renowned center for knowledge, home to the Great Library. His efforts to harmonize Greek and local customs encountered resistance, yet sparked exchanges. Alexander's efforts laid foundations for intercultural understanding that resonated throughout history. Europe's Renaissance drew upon knowledge preserved in his cities, reviving classical learning traditions. From art to language, Alexander's expansion left imprints found even in modern cultures today. Wars and heroes have always been part of human stories, shaping our understanding of power. However, Alexander's ability to lead and inspire remains an enigma studied by leaders globally. His life raises questions on ambition, governance, and the human quest for immortality through greatness. The vision that started in Macedonia echoed through history, illustrating relentless drive and ambition. Numerous myths and legends grew around Alexander, elevating him to a near-mythical status. Poets, historians, and storytellers immortalized him, adding layers to his already complex legacy. Alexander's narrative evolves with every retelling, embodying aspirations and reflections of each era. The ruins of his once powerful empire bear silent witness to the impermanence of power and glory. Yet his cities continue to thrive, sustaining his vision of cross-cultural interactions. Despite the passage of millennia, Alexander's mystique remains, inspiring and challenging seekers of power. His story teaches the complexity of leadership, managing diversity, and enacting visionary changes. Alexander lived at a unique historical crossroads, where East met West with lasting implications. While many aspects of his life are debated, his impact on world history remains undisputed. He embarked on an odyssey, staking his mark from Greece to the edges of the known world. Conquering vast territories with unmatched speed, his name became synonymous with historical greatness. Alexander's leadership resonated through ages with rulers like Caesar and Napoleon, drawing parallels. The blend of myth and history in his account adds to the enigma surrounding his persona. Ultimately, Alexander became a legend, revered by generations and embedded into the human collective memory. His tale, a mix of fact and legend, challenges us to question the nature of power and legacy. Despite time's passage, the aura of Alexander the Great endures, a beacon for aspiring conquerors. As we reflect on Alexander's story, we remember the ambitions that shaped civilizations. He embodies the continuous quest for knowledge, connection, and understanding among all people. Alexander the Great remains an eternally fascinating figure in the saga of human history.